advised Ohineba to go to university. At the time when I was teaching at Christian Service, I appeared on the show. I said, look, gentlemen, for you to be professionally called a media person, just go and pick a phone and go to school. I knew Ohineba how professional he was, but Ohineba got deteriorated when he got to Wontumi. And I think it's actually because the Wontumi radio station, how it was formed.
All right, so don't let's.
No, I'm coming.
Hold on. Let me.
There are so much comments that
let me
been
moderate.
done.
Let me moderate.
Okay, moderate it.
Let me moderate. Thank you very much. I don't want us to personalize this conversation. I don't want to unnecessarily attack. Because when you say the station was set up, I don't know how the station was set up. I will not be able to sit here and say I would going to allow you to say some of these things. Let's address the issue at hand.
Let me retract that.
Thank you very much.
And let me say that radio station, television station with political party coloration, or set out to churn political party activities, these things are likely to happen. You remember the Muntie 3? Ordinarily, those things wouldn't have happened in radio stations that are assumed to be neutral. So when a radio station, a television station, has a political influence, the people that appear there sometimes are uncontrolled because they feel they are in their own domain. And so they speak with some level of impunity.
But do they appreciate the fact that in their conversations, in what they say, if it goes contrary to law, you mentioned the Muntie 3, they were jailed.
Yes, they were jailed.
Yes. So the question I'm trying to put across is this. Do they appreciate the fact that I might have love for a political party? I belong to a political party. I'm a communicator for a political party. But whatever I say, I am going to be held responsible and face the consequences thereof. Do they appreciate that?
Ordinarily, they are supposed to. But I doubt if these two people who are disinforming the public will be dealt with at this heat of this election. They will not. The truth of the matter is that when you told me he has been invited by the police and he was even possibly statement has not been taken and he was asked to go back and come
return today.
David, I am so much disappointed with the NPP having come out to even condemn this statement officially. It is a disappointment for a political party of this nature. A political party whose president recently mounted a podium trying to come out with processes to deal with this irresponsible commentary. I think they are weighing the benefits of the comment to them than the destruction is likely to be to the nation.
But is the NDC really exonerated from some of these things? I'm happy when you began by saying that when we have political parties or radio stations that have political affiliations or alienation of a sort, things that people say, goes to support the party. I'm happy. I asked a question of Archibald here, that I was hoping that the MPP by now would have distanced itself from it or condemned the act because they are the direct beneficiaries. But is the NDC free of these things? I've seen on social media certain works done, I wouldn't say by the NDC, but the NDC is a beneficiary of this. I mean, there is this video that's circulating. I just want to give you one example where it said that on the campaign platform, Napo raises the hand of a PC parliamentary candidate and says he mentions Mahama, and then he says, "But you didn't allow me, to finish. I was going to say it is not true." But someone has put it together to make it seem and sound as if that is what Napo said. That is also disinformation. And this is coming from the NDC.
David, you see, sometimes when you're unduly equalized or try to find stories to equalize an act of irresponsibility, it is not fair.
I'm not equalizing.
I'm coming. I
want to make a point clear. I'm not equalizing it. I'm just letting you in on the fact that it is happening even in other political parties.
David, you cannot emphatically state that that video was put together by NDC.
Who is the beneficiary?
Bottom
line, when some of these things happen, the beneficiary is the person you focus attention on.
There are two issues here. We talk about putting something together, and we are talking about who is benefiting from it. One, here there is something that the person has not even denied. The thing was live covered. This person has done something. Let us deal with that. This video you are talking.
We are dealing with it.
I'm coming. This issue of Napo. The president Akufo-Addo has done it before. What the Akufo-Addo did at what do you call it? Was it somebody who put it together? And with what Napo is going around doing in this country, I can't doubt that Napo can do that.
No, but it's come clear.
Please, wait.
No, hold on.
What I'm saying is that don't let us not go there.
Prof, hold on for me.
Because you haven't seen anybody.
I've seen the original video. I've watched the original video. In fact, the first time I watched the earlier video, I was deceived. Up until I saw the original video.
Yes. So then even when you are talking about this video, then let's go to Asiedun Ketia's video that the NPP also put together to indicate that NDC is going to cancel free SHS. When ordinarily the video was to say that the double track was going to be cancelled.
I agree with
you. Wait. So let us not just.
That is where my issue is, because again I've seen that of your chairman, where he talked about he does this and people have put things together. Does it help our democracy?
David, we can have a conversation generally on that, but today we are talking about an irresponsible act by two MPP communicators.
One is a presenter, the other.
In fact, Oyinba is more than a communicator. Oyinba Asiedu is more than a communicator. What I'm saying is that whenever we try to equalize because we want to seemingly be fair, it's not fair. David, truth be told,
I don't want this to seem.
Yes.
Hold on for me. I don't want it to seem as if I'm heckling or not allowing you to speak. But when we're having a conversation such as this, if others have happened and you ask a question about it, I don't see it's wrong.
You see, if others has happened, I am saying that which NDC presenter or which NDC communicator went on air and told the people that election will be held in 2 different days in this country. Tell me. I don't think NDC communicators will be that irresponsible.
I would allow you.
Without due respect.
I know you are getting where I'm coming from, but
no,
I'll indulge you. Go ahead.
Now, number 2, I don't really think that it is fair for a country with a growing democracy, as Delali said, to be engaging in this. But you see, if it is, and this thing has happened when NDC is in power, but this time today, we'll hear pastors, we'll hear chiefs, we'll hear a lot of people coming out to speak.
And I agree with you on that score, because I haven't heard from the National Media Commission. I haven't heard from the Peace Council. Even the Electoral Commission. I've told you what I did yesterday morning, and when they sent me their statement. And I ask myself, if we're really eager to have a peaceful, smooth elections, and somebody has churned out some disinformation, the speed with which we should have responded and issued statements condemning it, I didn't see it in this whole thing.
That is an indication, David, to you that this country, they respond so quickly to the ills of NDC than the ills of the NPP. And this is not fair. We can't build a fair society like that. A society that we call for genuinity cannot be dealt with like this. You see, when I heard of the National Peace Council, talking about peaceful election, I was asking myself, sometimes we live in a country where our elderly are revered. And our elderly cannot make mistakes because they are always right. And these are some of the things that unfortunately it is not helping us to grow better. I think that if they want us to have a peaceful election, they must engage in conversations that will bring fairness.
Okay.
This
has happened. What are your expectations? What do you hope to see happen?
Now to the election.
No. We'll talk about how to deal with disinformation and misinformation. But I'm talking about this action because I'm asking this question because I have heard some people say, listen, in a proper jurisdiction, maybe some action would have been taken against the media house, against the host, and stuff like that. That's what I'm asking. What do you expect to happen? Either the media person or the media house?
I truly side with you that an action should be taken against them. But unfortunately, they will not do because, one, the radio station is doing the bid of the political party in power, number one. Number two, the radio station's owner is the chairman of the New Patriotic Party in this region, and you know how powerful he is. Number two. Number three, the radio station, as you speak, the prominent persons in the MPP that have appeared on that radio station and their lawyers that have appeared there will not see this happen. And so I don't think anything will happen.
Leo is my co-host. He says he has a question.
Yeah, for Archibald.